Miss Dietitian, I get that you're saying that detox, cleansing, fad diet, slimming pills and slimming teas carry misleading claims, but if I don't follow any of these diets, then I will never be slim.
When you were on these diets, how did you feel?
So I felt good in the beginning, but really tired, and I was constantly craving foods that I wasn't allowed. And then after a week or two, I found it really difficult because it was my friend's birthday and I couldn't find anything at the party to eat. I was so hungry. I might as well have eaten at the party because that night I went home and binged. It felt good in the beginning, but I felt really guilty for failing. I mean, I'm so rubbish, I can't even control my hunger. Since then, I'm not on a diet, but I do watch what I eat. I count the calories using an app on my phone, but my weight isn't great.
Are you planning to go on another diet?
Not sure yet. What do you advise?
What if I told you not to diet?
Not to diet?
Yeah, say no to dieting. Say no to controlled eating. Say no to food restriction. Say no to counting calories. Say no to suppressing your hunger. Saying no to feeling guilty or feeling ashamed or a failure when eating something you like, such as cake or chocolate.
Does that mean I can eat what I like?
Once you start to respect your body and respond to your body's needs, then you will find that food is not the enemy and can be enjoyed with satisfaction. So to answer your question, you can pretty much eat anything in sensible amounts, understanding that it nourishes your body.
Whoa, are you sure? I mean, you're a dietitian, right? Why are you not telling me to stop eating sugar and fats? I thought they were bad for me.
Free sugars and saturated fats are not great in large amounts, but eating them occasionally isn't going to be harmful either. It's about a balance and looking at the overall picture.
Not dieting is going to be difficult in my house. We have a list of foods that are off limits, which means they are not allowed. My mum always buys foods that are only healthy, so we have no cakes or biscuits at all. So on the way back from school, I buy chocolates and stuff that won't be allowed at home. I've been doing this since year 6 and my mum doesn't know.
I'm confused. I thought there are some foods that are bad for you and some that are good. But I like some of the bad foods, so when I eat them I feel kind of guilty, like I've done something awful.
I remember when I was in year 3 or something. I went to a party and I was given a fizzy drink. I said no, I didn't want it, but I did want the fizzy drink. But all I could hear was my mum's voice in my head.
There are many other young people and even adults who feel the same way you do. We are in a culture where diet is thrown at us from every direction. Everything is diet this, from a drink to a yogurt. Did you know the word diet comes from the Greek word dieta, which means a way of life?
Whoa, that's a deep meaning.
Yes, it does have a deep meaning, as life itself is sustained by food and water, which gives us nourishment. Diet is a way of eating food which allows us to survive and be sustained. The word diet has been hijacked by the slimming or weight loss industry. It has been heavily marketed by companies for many years with an emphasis on thinness and slimness, not health. So people associate the word with slimming but not nourishment. If diets worked, then it wouldn't be $1 million industry.
I agree that the diet culture is everywhere and is heavily marketed, but what could go wrong if I diet?
Most young people diet not to be healthy but to look good, to look a certain way. And did you know that most teenagers are actually at a healthy weight, but they feel they need to diet? Girls are more likely to have tried dieting compared to boys. Young people who don't feel good about themselves are also more likely to diet. They often feel unhappy with their weight. They tend to feel fat even if they're not, have lower self-esteem, feel less connected to their families and schools, and feel less in control of their lives.
But sometimes I feel that if I change, I might be more accepted. When I'm on a diet, I start dreaming of this new life and good things that come with it. I lose a bit and all my friends are like, "You're looking fine, girl," and it gives me a high and I try to carry on. But I give in to my old habits and I start to put back on the weight I lose and I'm back to square one.
You're not the only one to feel gutted. Dieting, restricting yourself is not the solution. You're lucky that you've returned back to your original weight. Most often, people are more likely to actually gain weight. This is probably because some people get fed up of restricting themselves and going without the foods they enjoy. And face it, we know that dieting can make you feel hungry and preoccupied with food, as in thinking about it all the time, distracted and tired, sad and unmotivated, cold and dizzy, and you feel deprived of the foods that you enjoy. As discussed in the previous videos, some forms of dieting can be dangerous to your health, such as using weight loss pills or laxatives, going on fad diets, or vomiting after eating. Young people are still growing and need the right amount of nutrients to be healthy. Eliminating entire food groups or taking too few calories when you're still developing can have a serious negative effect on your health. Feeling self-conscious is common for young people, but constantly feeling bad about your body, worrying about your weight, or feeling guilty when you eat is not healthy for you or your mind. These feelings can fuel towards a negative body image. The negative body image may stem from a lack of confidence in other areas of your life. If you think you worry too much about your weight or are having a negative body image which is interfering with your happiness, then tell an adult you trust, like a parent, teacher, or a doctor.
If you're saying that I shouldn't diet and I can eat anything as there is no restriction, then I'm just going to not stop eating.
Most people do initially think, yay, I can eat cake and chocolate and sweets, but after it's out of your system, you do tend to go back to your old eating habits. Now that I've said you can eat any food and that there is no restriction, then the cake or the chocolate loses its superior value over, say, a broccoli or an apple. All foods are now on the same level. We won't all eat 100% healthy all the time, that's just not realistic, and there is no such thing as a perfect diet either. So saying no to diet culture is also accepting the fact that perfection is unrealistic, as healthy eating is a balance of food, water, exercise and sleep. We do need sufficient amounts of all of these things in our life and not to obsess about one of these over the other. So Zainab, we will get back to you in a couple of weeks to find out how the no dieting has worked out for you. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and follow Conscious Bites. If you want to watch more videos like this one, then don't forget to subscribe.